This is The Wheel Weaves Watches, a spoiler-free breakdown podcast of The Wheel of Time on Amazon Prime. I'm your host, Dani, and I'm joined by my co-host, Brett, and we're here to bring you an in-depth look into The Wheel of Time show on Amazon Prime. We'll share reactions, episode breakdowns, and relevant background information without spoiling future content from the book series. So grab a drink and let's get watching. All right, hi everyone. Ooh, we're super excited to be here.
Yeah, episode 7, The Dark Along the Ways.
That's right.
Yeah, and this is actually a bit of a unique episode for us because we both have already watched this episode individually.
Oops.
We did it last night.
Yeah.
For a very good reason.
Yeah, you had the opportunity to go on the Dusty Wheel and talk with Matt all about the episode, so that's really exciting for you.
Like immediately after. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and then I was supposed to not watch it. While you were on the Dusty Wheel, I watched it by myself last night.
Yeah, can't do that to you.
I
it's
didn't
fair.
have the strength.
This is the first time we're watching it together.
Yes.
And I'm actually pretty excited to see how this goes too, because I'm sure we'll get a lot more out of it on the second watch.
This is a good episode to rewatch.
Yeah,
together,
no, absolutely. And we got an awesome spread in front of us here. So
yes.
You gotta explain this one to me.
Okay, so initially I was thinking, I don't feel like cooking today. So I got bread, cheese, meats.
Yeah.
That's the spread.
All the good stuff.
All the good stuff. The pickles, the good stuff. Then I thought, okay, I'll do some cooking.
Okay.
And I decided today to cook from the books my favorite described meal.
Okay.
From the books, this thing that sounds the most delicious. And then I realized it's not described actually very well, and I would have no idea how to cook it. So I made it up.
So this is your interpretation
it's my
of that
interpretation, dish. And it's, I don't know.
What was the scene?
See.
Where were we with this one?
So this is in the third book.
Okay.
And that's it. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not themed for the show or anything.
Okay, fair
it's
enough.
just my favorite that I've always wanted to cook from the book. So, thinly sliced beef wrapped around a goat cheese mixture of chive and carrot and garlic.
Okay, it
Or
looks
something
delicious.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, not described well and a difficult thing to do.
Okay, there we go.
So this is my interpretation and we'll see how it goes.
I'm excited for this. So let's get to our second watching of this.
Yeah.
Okay, we watched the episode for the second
did.
time.
Oh, yeah.
I feel just as good, if not better, about it this time than the first time.
It was so good. Of all the episodes so far, to do this way by accident.
Yeah, definitely.
This was a good one.
It was fantastic. I gotta say, like right off the top, this is my favorite episode this season so far.
Yeah, me too.
It was
Easy,
phenomenal for so many reasons.
Easy.
Can't believe it. And we're here. We did it.
Yes.
And I am so excited now for the end of the season. Like, not because it's ending, because obviously, drag it out 10 more episodes. But, like,
sure.
I can't wait to see how they, finish this off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I have to say, I have another work convert.
Okay.
A work convert. That's hard to say.
Good job.
So, yeah, someone I work with, she's super into it. She's like, I started watching that show and now I can't turn it off.
Fantastic. We got another one.
She's super excited. And so today I saw her at work and I said, hey, did you watch episode 7 yet? She's like, no, I just finished episode 6. I didn't get a chance yet. And I was like, oh, it's so good. And she's like, oh, and I was like, yeah. And then the next one's the end of the season. She's like, what? Why?
There we go. Okay.
She's like, I want more. Why? Why is it done?
You only get 8. So this is kind of like the way the Leaf recruiting system. It's like we get 2 people, and then those 2 people get 2 people.
It's a pyramid scheme.
Boom. It's like we're all going to be lovers of the Wheel of Time.
Yeah.
So figured it out.
I know.
Okay, before we actually talk about this episode, though,
yes,
we got to do the customary talking about the food.
Sure. It was a thrown together thing, but it was
You know what?
good.
This one is better than the original. Like bread, meat, and cheese, because you threw in like the little steak wraps of the goat cheese. It's like it was delicious.
I've decided that like spiced goat cheese needs to just always
all the
be
time.
A steak.
Yeah, definitely. So it's like that's my number one meal now, because before the bread, meat, and cheese was my number one meal, and now this took first place.
No, you got the pork one.
Yeah, no, this is first place now.
Ooh.
First place. I could eat that literally every day.
Wow.
But that okay, anyways.
Yeah. I didn't even take a picture because they were so ugly. Like they weren't I can do them better, I think.
They were beautiful on the inside.
I think I can do them
where
better.
It counts.
Yeah. Okay.
Inside of me.
Yeah.
Okay, should we dive into this episode and like get our
sure.
the
we missed that's what she said, but
okay,
I'll skip over it.
Also,
it was better inside you. Come on.
Yeah. Okay, well,
She said that.
we got time for that here in this episode.
Go.
So there's a few events that happened.
Okay.
If anyone wants to listen to me talk about this, full spoilers though, fair warning on the Dusty Wheel, go check out the live after show reactions.
Half an hour is spoiler free, and I actually did watch that.
Yeah.
So
it was mostly spoiler free for the most part.
Yeah.
But like then for 2.5 hours it was. So if you want to hear me rant and rave, like go for it. But we're gonna do this between us right now, and we're gonna get this done.
Cool.
Okay, so first thing we got to talk about.
Yes.
Just as the episode started, we got to start with the same opening scene. Wow.
Whoa! What do you mean same opening scene?
We're gonna start. We're gonna start talking about the episode just like the episode started.
Got it.
With the opening scene.
Okay.
Of the Aiel woman on the slopes of Dragon Mount.
Okay, it could be my ears are plugged because we're both
sick.
Our whole house is a little bit sick.
Head colds all around. Nobody can hear each other. It's fine.
I was like, what are you talking about? Okay. The scene though.
Yeah. You
so
go first.
Good.
How good did you like it?
It was so cinematic.
It was.
It was phenomenal.
They got like the slow-mo going on, but like not cheesy slow motion.
Yeah.
They got excellent choreography.
Yeah.
They had
There was like I actually did note this, no music in the background, just the crunching of the snow, the wind whistling in the background.
Sound effects, yeah.
Oh, it was so impressive.
You know what? They've done that a few times this season with just like either being silence or just the sound effects, not like background. And they've used that so beautifully.
Yeah. An introduction to this woman, super impressive.
Yes. Badass opening. Yeah. And the funny thing is, I forgot about it the first time I watched it. I forgot the second time, but like I didn't even get a number count on how many dudes that she killed. But like it was at least like six, I think. It was like 6, maybe 7.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I know. And getting stabbed.
So here's the thing.
In labor.
Yeah, like, literally in labor.
Crowning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yikes.
That's the most unrealistic part about all this.
Possibly.
Because like you were there when I was in labor, and like I could not fight anybody. I wanted to. I felt like I wanted to fight a lot of people.
If I had given you a couple of spears, like I don't know,
could I have gotten out of bed? Like
they had signs in the hospital. It's like, don't give the pregnant ladies spears.
Oh, this is why.
That's why. That's why we're not allowed to do that. No, it was so good.
For me, it would have been more like a waddling down the mountain. It would have been less athletic.
It would just be like a look and they would like stab themselves.
It would have been less athletic, for sure.
I gotta say, it was funny, and I gotta say this again though, but with this scene, what my brain goes to is Brad Pitt as Achilles being a badass in Troy.
Yeah.
And that's like the same vibe and feeling I got all over again. Like, holy smokes,
just
I want to be...
skilled fighter.
I want to be her and like be that awesome. Like, never could, obviously, but like, fantastic.
Yes.
And then not only that, but this tied to the end of the episode, and we kind of got to jump to that, with the huge episode reveal.
Yeah.
Because, spoiler alert, that was Rand's actual biological mom.
Yes.
That was Rand being born on Dragon Mount.
Yes. If you missed that,
go that part,
watch it again.
And then that's
Tam. The reveal.
That was young Tam. Picking up baby Rand on the slopes.
Yeah.
And we got the flashback scene.
Yeah.
Like, we got all of it.
Now, it's been contested that Min's viewing of Rand holding a baby is of him holding himself, and she recognizes the baby.
Nope. Look at that hair. I don't think so.
But she recognizes the baby.
Yeah, I know. I don't think so, though.
You think that Rand had red hair from the beginning?
I'm saying that that's not Rand.
We'll get to Min's viewing.
I don't think it's Rand holding baby Rand.
Okay, I was
This isn't some, like, time traveler
No, because
situation.
Otherwise, how did she know? How did she connect Rand to that story? I think it was the baby. I like that. I'm just saying it's not that. I like that theory. Okay. I understand that it's probably not that. It doesn't make sense. But I like it.
I got lots of theories about lots of stuff, but we're not going to talk about it because you can't, obviously. But most of them are probably wrong, too. So that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
I just love the fact, like, I'm getting to relive the Wheel of Time of speculating of how they're going to go with the show.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for it.
Yeah.
Okay, next, because we got to keep rolling through this.
Yes.
We got to talk about the title of the episode.
The ways. The dark along the ways.
The ways are dark and full of terror. Because they totally are. Okay? But seriously, though, like, we got the ways in this episode, and it was...
And they were being followed.
No, we got a whole bunch of stuff.
And there's a Trolloc slashing up guiding stones.
Before we get to the Trollocs and all that, how did you like the feel of it?
You know, they did an excellent job with the darkness of it.
Yeah.
Now, I was a little bit
dark,
worried because we've seen on other shows and movies and whatever, when a very dark scene is like too dark.
And I can't see what I'm supposed to see.
You can't even see what's going on. You're like squinting, you're like, what's happening?
It's like I'll suspend my disbelief to give the characters proper lighting so I can see them a little bit.
Yeah, I did like how the very beginning of the episode was like merged from the previously on.
Yes, yeah.
It went straight from the door closing into blackness to them standing in blackness and talking.
Yeah.
So we got the feel that it is pitch black in there, and then they lit the torches, and then we can be like, okay,
give me some proper lighting.
Their faces.
Give me proper lighting for this at least.
Yes.
So, and they do like the edges, it's very dark, but it's like I can still see the characters.
all around, and then the zoom out. When
so it's not like we're fiddling with the TV and yelling at each other like, we gotta turn the lights up or something. Like
turn them down.
Yeah, turn them down.
Whatever.
Get the shit.
Is the brightness on the TV all
it's
the way
all the way up.
I'm also 90 when I watch TV shows. Turn the brightness up on the TV.
That is what's going on. No, it's kind of funny.
Contraption work.
But with the ways, you didn't particularly. I don't know if you didn't like them. I think you liked them the first time, but like maybe you didn't.
In the books, you mean?
Yeah, in the books.
They're not my favorite place to be.
Not your favorite, and that's fine.
The problem is, I don't love the sci-fi time traveling stuff. Just in general, I'm not super good at physics.
You know what I do love though?
About me, but I just can't wrap my head around it, and I don't love it. And so this is clearly like a we're bending time and space.
We had Loyal monologuing to give us a little bit of relevant information.
Yeah.
One step in the ways is like 100 steps in
That was last episode.
Yeah. But it's like we got more monologuing from Loyal
about how it used to be lush with fruit trees and grass.
And then Rand's like, no, we get it, man. Just like...
No, that's because he's like, if you fall off the side...
There are many things that could be worse.
You're just going to fall forever. Or worse. And then Egwene goes, what could be worse than that?
I can think of many things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Rand's just so good to his buddy.
He is. I think they're essentially best friends.
I like it. I love that relationship.
He's nice though. He's nice about it.
Yeah.
He's not like rude where you'd be like, okay, stuff it.
Shut it.
Put a cork in it, Loyal. Like he is very nice about it. But
yeah.
And then we got obviously the big part. We got the Trolloc attack and we got the channeling, which is relevant later because that wasn't specifically Egwene.
No.
That was Rand.
Yeah.
That was
And that's
Rand.
why she seemed kind of confused in the end.
But she did apologize.
Because she goes, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to channel. And I think that's why she was a little bit confused because clearly channeling happened, but she's still so new at it. She didn't recognize it wasn't her who channeled.
But it wasn't her. Or maybe she
did channel a little, but
maybe there was like a little bit.
But it was both of them. That actually makes a little more sense.
Being both of them?
Yeah.
I could totally see that too. Yeah. We have to do like a slow down and close up of that too. So
yeah, because the first time it seemed all white.
Yes, but on the flashback it's like clearly
it's white and then dark.
We definitely got some Rand stuff going on.
Yeah.
And then the big climax of the ways being Machin Shin. The Black
Wind.
Yes.
Also Loyal, providing all sorts of information about the ways. Now, what I didn't like about last episode that we never talked about is there was something missing where we got information about why Loyal is important to this journey.
Sure.
Because it was like, Loyal, we need you.
Yeah.
And then we gathered everybody and then we went to the Waygate.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit less like, why do we need you?
Okay.
I think that I missed that part of it.
Okay.
And I could see how that could be a little confusing.
In this episode, it was explained though.
It was a little bit explained about how he reads the guidings.
Yes.
Because it's like super old tongue script or something like that.
Yeah. Well, the Ogier.
The Ogier
script.
Okay.
Yeah. From what we could tell. So
yeah, it's something that he can read and they can't, and that's how, and he's the navigator and he knows lots about it. So I just wanted to mention that here because I felt like that could easily have been like, why did we need him again?
He figures out the paths on where to go.
Yeah, and he
There's
knew where it was, and okay.
There's a whole bunch of stuff. So
yeah.
Back to Black Wind.
Okay.
Let's talk about it. How did you like that? Because it's a little bit of a different
representation.
The representation of the Black Wind.
It was okay.
Just okay?
It was good.
Is that better or worse than just okay? I don't know.
I liked it. It was interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of how they represented the Black Wind.
Oh, okay. The representation of it, like not the physical effects.
Okay.
But the idea that it's basically just my anxiety brain.
Yeah.
That's me every time I try to fall asleep.
I could stand in the Black Wind and be like, ha ha ha, I deal with these voices every single day.
Every day.
Yeah. You have no power here. Do all my friends
actually hate me? Remember that stupid thing you said at work today?
Mm-hmm.
Every night when I'm trying to fall asleep. That's the Black Wind. Making me doubt myself.
No, it's definitely an interesting take because it was like a culmination of all their voices.
It's all their like inner thoughts.
But it's like all their voices, all their inner thoughts, talking to them about all their anxieties and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But the important part that I kind of picked up is that after they exited, Moraine, what she said was, "Hey, whatever the Black Wind said to you, don't listen to it.
Put it out of your mind.
Put it out of your mind." She didn't say it's not true.
No.
Which is very important because this is kind of where we got the Rand reveal that he's always known.
Yes.
That he's the Dragon Reborn.
Known it's you. Yes.
Yeah. And we get all that other stuff about like Perrin and the Egwene relationship, and we can talk about that. But we got all these different like anxieties that aren't necessarily not true, but they definitely are there. So
yeah, I felt a little blindsided about the Perrin and Egwene stuff. Okay. I didn't really see it coming. I'd seen other people speculating from the first episode about why Layla wasn't at the inn or Egwene's ceremony.
Yeah.
And like why she was all like miserable and stuff.
Sure.
And someone had speculated that Perrin looked at Egwene lovingly and then asked about Egwene's ceremony.
Yeah.
And then, Layla didn't show up to her ceremony or whatever it was. And
the braid ceremony.
People were like, maybe Perrin's in love with Egwene. And I was like, no, I don't love that.
You know what? I totally buy it though. Like I like the dynamic because in a real life
I can see why they introduced it, but I didn't see it as clearly as like other people saw it.
I saw it because in the books
it seemed forced. I didn't like it.
But in the books we have that Perrin and Egwene dynamic too, where they
are
are
captured by the White Cliffs.
And they are very, like maybe not like romantically, but they definitely have a connection.
When we were doing our podcast and I was reading the first book, you had asked me during that whole time with Perrin and Egwene, do you see them together? Are they going to get together? I was like, hard no. This is a brother-sister relationship. I've never seen anything romantic
Interesting.
here.
Okay, yeah.
And so when it's introduced here, I can understand from a show perspective why it's introduced.
Yeah.
But I wasn't expecting it, and I didn't like it.
I kind of saw it coming, and I liked it, and I do like it.
Yeah.
I like the dynamic because it's so realistic.
It's very realistic.
In a friend group, when you live in a small village, and there's like
realistic.
a couple of dudes and a couple of girls, you're gonna have some overlap of people liking each other.
Yeah,
like that happens. And
what was interesting to me is Egwene's surprise.
That didn't surprise me so much.
Oh, no?
No, that doesn't surprise me at all that she wasn't aware.
I was not surprised that Rand didn't pick it up.
I'm not surprised at that either.
Oh, that makes sense. Like a dude doesn't look at that kind of thing.
Sure.
Maybe. But
I think they nailed
it. I thought Egwene, because Nynaeve clearly picked it up.
And I buy that too. Like, it's 100% in my mind. That is all believable stuff.
I don't believe that somebody like Egwene, that ambitious, that constantly looking around, that constantly asking questions, whatever.
You don't buy it?
I don't believe that she didn't see Perrin looking at her sometimes.
Oh, I bet that she does, but she's acting like she doesn't think that's a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
See,
I'm not buying I don't buy it.
See, now you're on my side.
I'm not on your side.
Yeah, because I said I don't believe that Egwene didn't know. That's what I said.
I thought you said like you think that she did. She didn't know.
I said I didn't buy it. Like when she's like, "Oh,
okay.
Oh, whatever."
So we're on the same side for that side.
Either the show wanted us to think she didn't know, and I don't buy that.
Yeah.
Or the show wanted us to believe that she's acting and knew.
Well, and plus she's in front of Rand, so she's not gonna be like, "Oh, I know."
No,
right? That's your
she's
boyfriend.
like a little bit someone who like
I do
shows
like
her emotions on her face.
Yeah,
and I think that we're led to believe that she's surprised by it, and I don't buy that.
I like the reforming of the Rand and Egwene relationship because we saw them. They at the beginning
go to the White Tower.
It went down a little bit. That was so beautiful. Like
that's from the book, like right from the book.
Yeah, that was
anyone's like
reforming the relationship. They're getting back on track of like not hating each other completely, right? Because in the middle of this season, we had that like real downslope
Yes.
of Rand feeling abandoned. And I mean, the big thing that we have to understand too is that when they exited the Waygate, that's when Rand really came to terms with the fact that he thinks that he's the Dragon Reborn.
That's right.
And he's doing a thing where he's pushing away the people close to him.
Yeah.
Right? So he's doing that right now. But
sort of, but I also really love his standing up for Matt.
Definitely.
Like, okay. Elephant in the room, Matt's not here.
Yeah.
We get no shot of...
Elephant not in the room, you mean? Is he the elephant?
Good one. Maybe he's the elephant. Yeah. Not there. Not even in the episode at all.
Yeah.
So that's kind of... So they put him there in spirit because they talked about him a lot.
Sure, yeah.
Right? Don't forget, Matt's still a character here, right? Even though you can't see him. It's
been one episode, guys.
Yeah, and I did note he was on the opening credits still.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how credits work for TV shows.
Me neither, but he was there.
He was there, so obviously not written out of the show completely.
Yeah, well, not this.
Well, this dude is, but like, you know, the character will be back.
No. I know. The thing, it was the Barney Harris.
Yeah.
In the title.
You know, honestly, to me, the actors aren't as important as it's just like, you know, they could be anybody.
It is what it is. I mean, like, it's happening, so, like, we just have to accept it.
Yeah.
Let's move on to Lana Naive. I want to talk about that.
Lana Naive. So, I think the first time I watched through this, it was so funny to me because, I mean, there's a whole lot to talk. We have the playful banter in the ways. Playful because that's their interpretation of playful, for sure. We've got the spirited competition between the two of them with the whole I can track you, you can track me.
Yeah.
I love the back and forth.
Yeah.
But when they were walking back to Lan's room, number one, that's the funny part.
Yeah.
When he walked in and she was standing there, I just want to like take their heads and push them together.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
that
come on, guys.
Yeah.
It was a plan. Lan had a plan. And it worked perfectly.
It worked. And he's also, you know, it's the same as in the books that we've read so far.
Yeah.
Lan is very respectful.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so he's never going to make the first move.
Totally.
That's like how he views the world. And that came across here.
Yeah.
Is that, and then Nynaeve, super intrusive, doesn't even frickin' knock.
Well, he was undressing. I mean, it's a plan. He had a plan and it worked.
He had a plan and it worked.
We have a petition.
And then she goes... I can leave if you want.
No.
Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw that some people were pissed that it stopped at just the kissing.
Fair enough. But,
No smut here.
We're putting a petition out there that Lan now always has to have a shirt off. So
always.
It's like, there you go.
More Daniel Henney without clothes. I think that this was actually good.
I mean, we got a butt, great. We got a back, we got the...
Yeah, and the scars.
Ooh. All that stuff. You know, if he was actually so good at fighting... wouldn't have that many
right
scars.
And then the Lan backstory about
they had the talk like, oh, why do they call me Daishan? I hate when they call me that. I hate it.
I'm an uncrowned king.
Oh no. And she's like, oh, okay,
my nation's dead and I was just a baby and I have no family except for this fake family.
That was good. No, I definitely love it that they're showing us stuff between them. Like, it's great. I didn't want it to like drag out longer and longer without...
Yeah, because in the books for sure, like, we don't get anything about Lan's, like, quote, family.
Yeah.
Like this at all. And I think that this, you said before, too, we were talking a little bit, that it makes him more of a three-dimensional character.
It does. He's not just like
he's not, like, yes, he's not as stoic as he's in the books, but...
Yeah. But let me tell you something about the books versus the TV show, is the books could not be put into a TV show.
No, and let me tell you about a character I could care less about on screen, is one who stands there like this.
Yeah, and it's like when nobody has any emotion on their face all the time...
That's a boring
That's a bad TV show when nobody has any expression.
That's just bad acting. Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Or very good acting.
Well, even so, the actor Daniel Henney did an interview where he said that Lan has taught him to like show less emotion because typically, like, I think he acts a lot.
Yeah, I got to see the outtakes of this.
And Lan. Yeah, it said that Lan taught him, even in his regular life, that sometimes it's better not to talk, and sometimes it's better to be a little more stoic. And so I was like, oh yes, Lan's gonna be so stoic. And then we see it and we're like, no!
Come on!
That's not Lan!
Yeah. No, and that little scene with the family, not the blood family, but like his
Yes.
Malkier family.
Yeah.
So sweet, so sweet. And then like I said, the competition back and forth as a sneaking. We got a couple of looks
so
at Lan, right, to keep peeking.
He knows that
she's there.
her. Yeah.
Oh, it's such a good relationship builder there.
Yeah.
So. A couple things about Moraine I want to talk about.
Oh, Moraine.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So 100% on point. She is totally willing to sacrifice everybody for the sake of the world.
Sure.
I like it because that is who Moraine is.
Yeah.
She is there for it. Which ties into the whole,
Like
why
when
would
she
she send
the Red Aja
after Matt? Number one, there's probably something going on in the background that we don't know about. Something sneaky is going on here.
Oh, yeah. It's safe to say that Moraine always sort of knows
And
something.
she's got like a plan B, C, D all lined up for like what this actually means.
I think that like no matter what, she does not trust Matt.
Yeah.
Whether she thinks he can channel or not, she like wants him at the tower for like holding.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I do love that too, because I think that is 100% in Maureen's character that she would do something like this. I absolutely believe that Moraine.
I do have to clarify something from
that.
last episode and our last video when I said that Matt would never leave his friends. I have to say, Matt thinks a lot all the time about leaving his friends.
Sure.
He thinks all the time about doing the wrong thing. And he never does the wrong thing.
Sure.
That's like my clarification there. So like even though, yes, when we're in his head, sometimes in the books, yeah, he thinks about leaving all the time, but he never actually does. He's actually very loyal.
But let's keep in mind that he is still possibly suffering side effects from a big, really old cursed dagger.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, we don't know if that healing that Moraine did actually fixed all the inner darkness
because she's
stuff.
like, make sure he doesn't touch it again.
Right.
And then she said in this episode, he was drawn to it.
Yeah, so maybe there is something deeper in him. And I do like that because it's like, hey, this isn't the lovable Matt because he's all cursed and stuff. Like, that still might be going on currently right now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's got to be a little bit of that too.
Yeah.
Okay. Maureen did mention that she likes Naive.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah. She, like, gave her, what is it? She's
Blessing?
like, blessing, yeah. She's like, you know what, Lan, go for it.
Yeah. And then I think in that moment, because I've also seen some things about like how, because when she went up with Swan,
Masking the bond,
that was probably the moment that she was like, okay, I'll mask it.
Okay, so let's talk about Rand and then let's talk about the cliffhangers for the
Sure,
last.
because we also don't talk about Pat and Fane.
Oh my god, okay, let's do.
And Min.
Oh my god, okay, let's do Pat and Fane first. Okay.
Okay.
So Pat and Fane's here.
Pat and Fane's here, the end.
Yeah.
Okay. There's some bonus clips.
Yes.
And stuff because there's some questions about how he accessed the ways and what's going on there. And all of those are like a watch and find out situation.
Yes, right now, because although that we know certain things, we don't know how it actually works. So like,
he's
watch
here.
and find out.
The whistle is consistent, and I think at this point confirmed that the whistle means Pat and Fane.
Totally, and Amazon has now taught me not to trust anybody who whistles. So thank you for that.
Well, it's very Kill Bill.
Oh yeah, I love it. It's like conditioning. Yeah. It's like, ooh, and a couple times throughout, if you go back and watch season 1,
like Shatter Logoth,
you can hear it a couple of times, and in Tar Valon you hear it a couple of times.
Yeah.
Pat and Fane's in the background a couple of times, and it's like, whoa, okay. Nynaeve thinks he's dead, not dead.
Yeah.
Dead under the cart.
That's what I said.
I know. I know that's what you said.
I predicted from the beginning of the series that Pat and Fane was dead.
Like in the books, like, yeah, definitely not, though. He is alive and well, and walking around Faldara.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways, Min.
Yeah.
Great introduction.
Absolutely.
She can see stuff.
Oh, she kills it. She doesn't look enough like a boy for you.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you said she doesn't look enough like a boy.
No, I said that I'd heard people complain that she doesn't look boyish enough.
That's not how you said. You said she doesn't look boyish enough.
You listen to half of what I say, which is as per usual.
Typical.
But there we go. So yeah, no, I love the interpretation of Min. I love the way that they've.
She's so good.
Yeah, I love the way that they've shown the viewings and visions that she has.
Yes.
Right, it's like a phasing situation almost.
Like she can look at someone and sort of see.
Yeah. Because that is definitely a thing.
No Nynaeve and no Egwene.
Nothing in detail yet.
Nothing at all from her. She didn't say anything about them. We didn't see anything.
Well, something, they're important.
No, I don't even think she said that.
Yeah, they're all important. They're all connected.
Oh, she said they're all connected. Yeah, she said that.
Yeah.
But nothing specifically. And I kind of, in my heart, want to believe
that they shot
something with all 5 of them, and then for time cut it down or something.
Well, we still have another episode, and they're not just gonna like lay 100
I thought
viewings
we'd
on
get
us
like
all at once here.
I thought we'd see something with all of them.
Ease us into it. I
know.
Got to do one at a time here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So okay.
Good character. Love Min.
Let's see where we're going with it. So, yeah. Okay, and then Rand. Last of all.
Yeah.
Our one and only
Dragon Reborn. Here we are.
Yes.
It's the reveal.
I was so close to getting this prediction right because I predicted that this was going to be a season 1, like end of the season. Like next episode, this was like the boom, big reveal.
I don't even remember what I said.
I think I don't know what you said.
I said they might drag it out even longer.
Yeah, I think you did, like even longer. But it's like, yeah, so this is good because now we have one whole episode to come to terms with this and get the finale. Going on. Yeah, what that really means. Mm-hmm. Because if everything goes well, there doesn't need to be a season 2 from what it looks like. If Rand does his job properly.
And just goes to the eye, kills the Dark One.
He wins, he does his stuff, then it's like, boom, wrap it up, guys, let's go home. Cool. We did it. Be home in time for next bell time.
Save the world.
There you go.
Just like that. 8 episodes, you're done.
Yeah. No, I do love the flashbacks because the channeling with the interpretation of him knocking down the door now.
Oh, we see the weaves that time.
We see the weaves.
You missed it.
And you see the black on the weaves.
Yes, you do.
So bad news bears.
The taint, the corruption.
The corruption in the weaves for Rand.
That's right. And then in the ways. Oh, what about Naive channeling in the ways?
Oh, yeah.
We forgot to talk about that. That was like supernova, fantastic,
that was
awesome.
Like the big Gandalf protection, like you shall not pass. Oh my god,
I just love her strength more than anything.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. The Black Wind's like, hey, you suck at everything. And she's like, fuck you.
Shove it up your butt,
Shove it up your butt, Black Wind.
Yeah, there you go.
No. And she gets angry and is like, nope.
Well, and we got to normalize Nynaeve doing powerful things like that.
Huge. And it's like at the most opportune moments.
Yeah. So phenomenal. I will note, though, she doesn't do anything little. No. She doesn't do like any, because Maureen, we got like the, I'll heat the bathtub and I'll turn the, we got the.
Oh, and Amelisa,
turn the torches on.
Because we have to, turn the torches on, like Egelmar's sister.
Yes,
who has an empty ring.
Yeah. Close, but not quite.
I'm still not loving those rings, but
I think whatever. It's kind of a neat interpretation of it because it's like you got close, but not close enough.
Yeah, a neat interpretation that they got out of a gumball machine.
Love
it.
Okay. It's like a ring pop that you finished and you still wear it.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. No, but okay. So with Rand, this is the big part. He's always known.
Yes.
It's so powerful.
And then we get the connection with the Min scene.
Yes.
Where she explains that she saw a baby being born on the slopes of Dragonmount.
Well, she essentially tells the intro scene that we saw.
And we see it.
And the exit scene, that was what her vision was of.
And we see, like, while she's talking, she gets a voiceover and we see the connection of then Tam helping this woman give birth. She dies.
Yes.
Either from a combination of blood loss from birth and the stab wound.
Yeah, that's what it was.
In her side.
Like, all the blood that's supposed to be in your body was out of the body.
Out of it. And he just, like, has a baby now.
He had baby Rand.
Also, Fever Dreams made it into the show.
We did it.
People were upset.
Which is like, okay, we had, I never had a doubt.
I have a question though that you might, you haven't answered everything. So like, let's see what you have to say to this.
Okay.
Tam is being carried by Rand.
Yeah.
Through the forest.
Sure.
I'll get you to Nynaeve. And then he gets his whatever.
Okay.
Where's Bella? He gets into...
No. I have an answer for that. So we didn't. Okay, no. I'm gonna give you an answer because I get it. The horse, he was carrying Tam into town on the horse, but we don't know where in the forest they were. He could have just carried him like out of the farmhouse to the woods that are all around, and then put him down, go back, get all the supplies, as per the book.
Yeah.
And then go.
Okay.
Like, that absolutely is how it happened. I'm just saying.
You probably have an answer.
Of course I have an answer. It's not a plot hole. It's just like they're not going to show. I know, but I know people are going to have the same question. I just want to shut that down right now.
You shut everything down.
Not a thing. Okay. So.
Anyway, Fever Dreams.
I never had a doubt Fever Dream was making it.
See, I thought it was like deleted scene or something.
I had no doubt. I'm
so glad it was in there, though.
Yeah, because it's like they're gonna.
That's the connection, and that
give
means
it time. Give it time.
And that means this entire time, Rand, since the whole attack, has known in his head that like Tam's not his real father.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was something that, like, there's no way readers would have picked up on or known.
Yeah.
So it's, like, cool. It's, like, the rewatchability of this show is just as good as the rereadability of the series.
That's why we love the Wheel of Time, people. Yeah. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
Okay. Holy smokes. Let's talk about cliffhangers and then wrap this up.
Sure.
Okay, so we have Rand and Moiraine currently heading to the Eye of the World through the Blight.
And tell me about how you feel about how the Blight looks.
I think it's pretty cool. I like it. I like it. Because, I mean, it is very close in a descriptive sense of everything's friggin' dead.
And, like, decrepit and killing. It looks evil.
It looks evil.
The trees look evil.
And it's like condensed forest, and it goes on forever, and it's like,
And even Moiraine going in is like...
It's like, I don't want to touch this, and I, too...
Don't touch me.
There's like a skull in one of the trees. It's beautiful.
I think it's like a whole person.
Yeah. Oh, it could be. I only saw the skull.
No, I think it was the whole person, and the tree grew around the person.
Perfect. I love it even more that way.
And now it's just a skeleton.
Yeah, so we got Rand and Moiraine, and then we got the rest of the crew back in Faldara still.
Ooh.
Now, here's the thing. Mm-hmm. Do you think that they are going to follow Rand and Moiraine?
Yeah. So it's interesting because now we've had 2 watches of it. You've talked in detail about it already.
Sure.
Normally this is just like gut reactions. What do you think? So I'm going to share my gut reaction from when I watched it the first time by myself. I thought that Lan, like, didn't know.
Okay.
And was, like, coming in to be like, Moraine's gone, because we get Nynaeve literally just showed up from Lan's room.
Yeah.
Which means Lan also was just getting up from their room.
Okay.
Probably went to Moraine's room and saw she was gone. This is just like my theory, because the other theory is there's no way that Moraine's doing something without telling Lan. But if they're still, like, masked or something.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I mean, but that's the thing. So do you think that they're going to follow?
100%.
Okay. I'm taking the opposite. 100%. I don't think they're following. Oh. I think that we are going to the Eye of the World with Rand and Moiraine.
Do you think Lan knows and was sent to them to stop them from going?
I think that that's a possibility, but either way, I don't think that Lan is going.
Okay.
I don't think Lan is going. I think that the rest of them are staying in Faldara for whatever events are going to happen in or around Faldara. That's as much as I'm going to say. I do think one other person is going to be going to the Eye of the World. That's Pat and Fane.
Pat and Fane is going?
I think Pat and Fane is going to the Eye of the World.
I think Pat and Fane not.
Okay.
Not going.
Okay. It's just like a wild projection.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like I want them to follow. They didn't give us enough. I don't know what direction they're taking this.
That's true.
I know the books very well, but it's
no.
like they could go one of 8 directions with this, and I'm not sure. But that's just what I'm gonna take the hard stance. I like that. I might be totally wrong, and that's fine.
Okay.
But if I'm right, then it's like, ooh, okay, that's exciting.
Okay.
So I think that's what's gonna happen.
I don't agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone's following.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The end of the season. I mean, not much we can talk about, obviously, about how it's going to end.
No. Or like what we think.
I hope that we get an extra long episode. I hope that we get like either a 90-minute episode or like a 2-hour episode.
Interesting. Yeah, I wonder if that information, because we don't follow a lot of the actual show.
I also don't know the last
released
episode title. I don't know what that's called.
The Eye of the World.
Is it confirmed?
Yeah, we were right. Yeah, it's confirmed. That one is confirmed. Yeah.
Oh, well, then, they're going to the Eye of the World.
That's confirmed. The last episode is called The Eye of the World.
No wonder they kept it secret.
No wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I love it because the first book being called The Eye of the World and then the last episode of season 1 being called The Eye of the World.
You did it, guys.
Good job. Okay. You did it, guys.
And you kind of tricked me because originally I was the one who said maybe cut out the eye altogether.
Yeah.
But I like how they pumped it up a bit. So like we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that next episode.
That they are going to meet a man of a certain color?
I do think that, yes.
I'd love that. That would be great.
I think that's going to happen.
That'd be cool.
And I also think that that gap that's in front of Faldara between the mountains is going to be relevant too.
Yes, Tarwin's Gap. That's on the map.
That is.
Yeah,
that
and
is
she
on the map.
mentioned, and then the Waygate being walled up. Everything's in there.
I think that's going to be relevant
so good.
too.
And then before we wrap this up, because we've gone on actually quite long.
Fair enough.
Uno,
eye
with
patch
the eye patch guy. Yeah. Oh, so good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's such a good character. I love him so much. He's swearing. He's so crass. I love him.
Yes.
I love him. And then the actor playing him, Guy Roberts, excellent.
And you might be thinking, is the guy with one eye named Uno? Really?
Yes.
Yes, it is. But
turns out nobody in the universe speaks Spanish. So
they don't know. They don't get that joke yet. But they will. They will one day. Okay. So please remember to like and subscribe to us. We'd really, really appreciate your support. Make sure you comment below. Let us know what you liked, what you didn't like. Do you agree? Do you disagree? We want all opinions here. So we like that. And as we like to say around here, it's part of the pattern now. Yeah, it's part of the pattern.